folks, I'm just starting this service in this Audi A5. So it's a major service. Guy's had a couple of complaints. One sounds like a wheel bearing noise from his description, and the other one's got a noise for the back. It's probably a broken spring or something, but I'll deal with that later. The reason for the video this morning is this. So guy said his service light's jammed on, but you can see that he's got see that yellow symbol, that minimum oil level there. This is a 2012 plate, and these were fairly common for sometimes the bonnet latches failing, and the bonnet latches play a part in reading the oil level. So I'll just show you. See this 0 miles per hour here? This is where the graph comes up if you open the door, right? So I'll open this driver's door. Just open the door, you can see the graph showing that the bonnet's closed and the door's open. So if I flick the bonnet open, you can see that it didn't go red and it didn't recognise that the bonnet actually opened. So the oil level's never going to refresh. There's a couple of ways around that. We can bridge the circuit to show that the bonnet is open so that it rereads the level until the customer gets a sensor, a bonnet latch, or we can read it manually. It's probably a good idea to read it manually anyway, so I'll turn the engine off, walk round to the front, you see that the bonnet's open, so just pull up on the bonnet, this latch here fails, and if you just look under, this kind of area here, you can see that it runs up to this plug here. So what we'll do is we'll unplug that and we'll bridge this side of the circuit out, and that will be recognised as the bonnet open, and we'll refresh the oil level, and then we can get it up on the dash just in the meantime till the customer gets a latch. And these vehicles don't have, these engines don't have dipsticks, but there is a tube for it. The tube's there, and there's a universal dipstick that you can buy from eBay. If you've got the conversion chart, then you can use it as a normal dipstick. I'll just show you. I'll do the service first and then we'll come back to this, right? But let me just set that there and I'll try and show you tiny wee markings on this dipstick. So if I just focus in on that, you can see the stopper there. See, I'm at 39. It's just stopped just before the 40. So I'm pretty sure on this engine it's 46. I've not got the chart home with me, but just for memory, I'm sure it's 46. And then if we go to the bottom of the minimum maximum scale, it comes up, I'm sure it's at 24 is the maximum. So again, I'll do the service first, I'll come back to it. It won't be too hard in this case to get level right, because it's a 5 litre oil capacity engine, and I've got a 5 litre can of oil in there, so it shouldn't be too big a deal. But I'll just show, we'll get the multimeter on it, we'll bridge that circuit, we'll see if it will show us in the dash, and we'll come back to it later. Okay, service is done. Just going to bring you in so you can see, reset the service light there. You can see on the dash we're at 90 degrees operating temperature. And we can see the bonnet's open still. I'll just see it. You can see the bonnet's open, and we're still showing that, you know, there's nothing open on the dash. So we'll go in and test this latch, and then we'll bypass it to get our oil level. So just turn it off just now actually. Okay. Maybe just put the ignition on so that we can see what the dash says. Right, so meter's there. I'm going to put it in the switch. So just let me unplug this just now. So let's bust that off. We pull it off. Just put it. Okay. I'm going to need clips. I can't back pin it. I may just pause this video a second to go and get some clips and we'll set that up. Okay, the ignition's on. I can't get two of my crocodile clips in, so I've just got one in that far pin, and then I'll just touch the other one so that we can see. So this will be difficult with one hand, but just bear with me. That's not on, sorry, give me a second. Right, that's on. I don't know if you can see in there, but it's connected to at least one of the pins. So I'll put my meter on. So open circuit means bonnet closed, and a complete circuit means bonnet open. Alright, so obviously it's open just now. Let me get a screwdriver. In fact, give me a second to grab a screwdriver. Sorry, I should be more prepared than this, but it doesn't take long to get my screwdriver, so just grab that one. Back to the latch. So the latch is open. So first of all, I'll connect it to one pin, I'll touch it off the other inside there, I'll focus you up. Okay, I'm on, it stays open circuit. Okay, definitely on that pin just now. So open circuit on the latch, close the latch over. It's a bit difficult, screwdriver. Okay, all we're closed. We've still got an open circuit, obviously I'm not touching the other pin, so I can touch the other pin, just in there. As you can see, just touching that in there. So it stays an open circuit. I just jumped off it. So back on the pin. So open circuit all the time, even when it's open and closed. So what we need to do is, this is the loom side pin, plug, sorry. So we'll complete that circuit, and then we'll see if we get an open bonnet notification on the dash. So I'll just turn this off, take out the way. Don't want to break it. Okay, so I've got my special tool, my pin. So I'm going to pause the video, I'll come back with it bridged, and we'll see if it's, you know, what we want to see. So I've got my wire stuffed in the pins, so that'll complete the circuit. The dash should read that the bonnet's open, and then we can get our oil level, and hopefully it will store it until the customer gets his latch replaced. So I'm going to jump in, ignition's on, and we can see we've got a bonnet open. So right now at that temperature we should get our oil level reading. It'll probably tell me that, oh, so we've got a live reading right now. Okay, so that's what we want. So just so you know as well, on ELSA it tells you to fill this graph up to about 3/4 of the way. When it's at the maximum, when you fill it, the car can get really warm after a drive, and it can actually, you know, come up in the dash saying reduce oil level. So it's a wee bit dangerous keeping it right at the max, because you don't know, you know, because it's a electrical sensor, you don't know if it's going to read a wee bit over, and then it'll be a drain off oil, and it'll be like a comeback in your buck. So what you want to do is you want to keep it up to about 3/4 of the way. So I'm happy with that just now. I kind of guessed, I left a wee bit of oil in my drum, because I always like to leave it a wee bit under, because you don't always get all the oil out. So that's happy days. So the dash should store that as the reading, and then, you know, the guy can get his repair done when he's get his money for his latch or whichever, you know. So I'll top this up just now. See, I was just going to end the video there, but I may as well just follow it through, eh? So I'll just top it up, just watch it. As I said, I like to see it get up about 3/4. I don't like it at the max, it's a wee bit dangerous. I've had comebacks in the past, and I see some other guys, I don't do it anymore, but some guys keep it at the max, and it's a wee bit dodgy. So it should creep up with the amount I put in there, at least one more bar. I'm going to look silly now, stand here for ages, aren't I? That noise, tone, does your nut in. Hold on. Sharp. Right. Nah, we've not moved. Should move though. Put the last wee bit in. At least we've got a oil level reading, but we'll put the last wee bit in, and then we can hopefully creep up another bar. There we go, it's crept up there. Right, I'll put that last wee bit in, and that should be perfect. Okay. There we go. That should be perfect amount. It's definitely not overfilled anyway, so that's what you want. Put my cap back on. Upside down. I pet hating it when it hangs upside down. Right. So I've still got that bridge, so we still get our reading. See that creep up one more time. And then what we'll do is we'll give them that. I did mention I was going to do it. I think it has went up actually, just as I've been sitting there. So a wee bit. So I'm happy with that. It's never going to go over the maximum at that. So that's a good reading. The dash will store that, and that'll be good news. Right. So I'll get the manual dipstick, and we'll see what we've got. I mean, I was saying from memory, I'm sure it's 46 at the top stopper part, and then at the bottom, the minimum maximum scale, it should be. I think it's 24, but it might be 14. We'll see where we lie, because we know that the reading is correct just now. So whatever it says at the bottom, that'll be what it is. So if you just see on my dipstick, let me see. Hope that focuses, because I'm looking at any of my hands. Let's see. Right, go put it down. So you can see 60, 50, then it'll be 40, so we're just over halfway. So I've stopped it at 46, so stopper's just at the neck of 46 there. Alright, and then at the bottom scale, down here, I'll focus that on that, hopefully it'll focus. Right, and we can see we get 0 right up to 30, and it's either 24 or 14. I can't remember, I've not got my chart with me, but I think that's what it is. So I'll put it in the dipstick port, or tube. Let me see. Stop it there. It's not very good at focusing this camera. So 24. Right, let me put it down. Hopefully you're going to still see it. So we're just, you can see we're just sitting. We're just at 20. I'll come back a wee bit. So we're just at 20, right? But if we were right up at the max, it would be 24. As I say, I don't like putting it right at the max. So I'm happy with that. That's done. The service is done. The guy needs a wheel bearing, a shock absorber, and some wipers. I think there was something left, an exhaust sleeve, that was it. So service done today. Hope that helps. Maybe if you get this problem in the garage, just, you know, you can just bypass it like that, or you can get yourself a manual gauge as well. You can buy them off eBay, they're about £15 I believe. And if you're looking for the chart, get in touch and I'll see if I can help you out with that. Okay guys, thanks, see you next time.